In this second video of today's lesson, we're going to learn how to write some of the katakana characters. One nice thing about katakana is the simple strokes. Most strokes are straight and either stop or tail. Only two katakana characters have strokes that end in a hook. Ki is made of three straight strokes that stop, two angled slightly up to the right, and a third that intersects them both at right angles. Let's try this together. Ichi, ni, san, ki. Remember to say the pronunciation of the character as you write it. Just like the hiragana ki, this character also looks like an old-fashioned key. Our next character is sa. It is also three strokes. The first stroke is roughly horizontal, it stops. The second is a short vertical stroke that also stops. The third is also vertical, but it tails off to the left. Let's try this one together. Ichi goes across horizontal, ni, short vertical stroke, san, tails off to the left, sa. Perhaps you can remember this by thinking of sod. Sod is pre-grown lawn or grass used frequently in landscaping throughout the United States. You can see here the blades of grass coming up through the ground and the roots underneath. Our next character is chi. It is the most difficult of the characters we are going to learn today. The first stroke actually starts at the top and tails to the left. The second stroke is horizontal from left to right and it stops. And the third stroke is roughly vertical but tailing slightly to the left. Let's try this one together. Ichi, as it tails to the left. Ni, and san, tails slightly to the left. Chi. You can remember this character by thinking of a cheerleader holding a flag. Tsu is our next character. This is one of the characters that must be drawn correctly. The correct stroke order, correct stroke length, and correct stroke direction, or it will look like a completely different character. The first two strokes are just long dakuten. So there's the first one and the second one. The third stroke must start at the top and go down to the left with a slight curve as its tail. Let's try this one together. Ichi, ni, san, starts at the top. Tsu. You may be able to remember this if you're a baseball fan. It's a couple of baseballs and some bats. I really only see one bat, but we need to make it plural to get the tsu sound. Ha is our next character, and it is just two quick and easy strokes. The first stroke tails down to the left, and the second stroke goes down to the right and stops. So let's do this together really quickly. Stroke one, stroke two, ha. I like to remember this by thinking of hot chili peppers. There's a lot of varieties to get spice in your life. Fu is a single stroke. It goes off to the right and then tails down to the left. This isn't too difficult, so let's try this together. Stroke one, off to the right, down to the left, fu. You can remember this by thinking of food swimming right into a crocodile's mouth. So now that we've learned some of the basic katakana characters, let's add the dakuten and the handakuten to produce 8 more syllables. So the dakuten can go on ki, stroke 1, stroke 2, stroke 3, and the dakuten becomes gi. If we add the dakuten to sa, stroke 1, stroke 2, stroke 3, and the Dakuten becomes za. We can add the Dakuten to chi, stroke 1, stroke 2, stroke 3, add the Dakuten, and we get ji. We can also add the Dakuten to tsu, stroke 1, stroke 2, stroke 3, and the Dakuten becomes zu. Of course, ha can accept the Dakuten, stroke 1, stroke 2, Dakuten becomes ba. Fu also can accept the Dakuten, so stroke 1, add the Dakuten, and hu becomes bu. Now remember, ha and hu can also have the han Dakuten attached to it. So if we add the han Dakuten to ha, stroke 1, stroke 2, han Dakuten pa. And if we add it to hu, stroke 1, han Dakuten pu. Now you'll answer a few quick questions, and we'll go on to learning more katakana characters.